What's up, dudes and dudettes? It is me, of course, LL here, and today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite low-cap gems out there, which is Mina Protocol, which is slated to have a lot of updates for Q3 and Q4 this year, including ZK bridges, ZK oracles, ZK rollups, non-native token support, non-consensus nodes, among other updates. So it's a pretty exciting time to be a Mina holder right now. And also, it is an excellent entry point to basically buy more Mina, as I have, because we're currently valued at 70 cents almost, and that is 92% down from its all-time high, which was almost at 10 bucks back in last year's June 1st. So this is a great entry point to buy Mina because you can start staking it right now, which I'm going to be teaching you in this video, obviously. And then when the next bull run starts, you are going to be getting pretty nice returns, hopefully. Even if we're going to be reaching half of the all-time high valuation, that is still multiple X from the current valuation of Mina. So let's get started by how exactly can we start staking. So there's two different options here. One is Chlorio wallet, which is basically a desktop-based wallet that you can get on Windows, and I believe it's also they also have a browser version, which we're not going to be looking into now, but that's also an option. So I believe this is available on Windows and apparently on Mac and Linux as well, and it has been audited as well. And the desktop wallet is a lot more, let's say, thorough and more, not saying complex, but it has a lot more options out there compared to the extension choice, which I'm also going to be showing you here today, which is called Auro Wallet. But then again, if you're going to be interacting with all types of dApps in the ecosystem, you definitely want to have the extension as well. So you're kind of either you're going to be going with only with the extension, or you likely want to have both of these. But obviously you can sign up messages with Chlorio as well, which allows you to probably interact with a lot of different extensions and dApps and out there when they're going to be releasing. Now this is available on Chrome, App Store, Google Play, and Firefox. So a lot of different options here. And you can also download the Android APK from GitHub. And this is pretty easy to use. So first thing, you obviously set up, and then you are going to be having obviously seed phrase, which obviously write that down somewhere, preferably not on your computer. I recommend just getting a sketchbook or something where you can write these things and notes down. That's my recommendation. And once you set up a wallet, you will be required to have a 1 Mina there at least, which is kind of like the account activation fee. So if you send 10 Mina to that account, it will basically drain out 1 out, so it will be left out with 9, because that is going to be used to basically reserve and storage all types of information. So I have moved into this account 7 Mina just for testing purposes, obviously. And what we need to do, obviously, is to make sure that we are on the mainnet, not on the devnet. And then we're going to be hitting staking. And there's Epochs. And basically this is working like delegated proof of stake. So you will have different delegates to choose from. And all of those delegates obviously have different types of benefits and different variables, such as how much is the fee for a different delegator. And here you can basically see all of these types of delegates. This doesn't go too much into detail about what information each of the block producers are like asking for money and etc. So that's why Chlorio is very handy here. So let's open Chlorio, and we can click here by going into the staking hub, and here you can basically see all of these delegates and see, okay, this is the fee for this one. And currently I am using Mina Explorer because they have like, obviously I always recommend giving money to people who are building stuff on the network. That is the most important thing ever, because whatever it's like a wallet or it's a an Explorer site, whatever, you have to support the ecosystem. It cannot support itself. But yeah, so there's some like Infinity Stones, for example, as a delegate for many different things. You obviously don't want to choose something that has an immense high fee, like 10% seems pretty high for me. 5% seems to be the average here, as then there's some which give even a lower fee here. So let's go with Stake with Jenny, and I'm gonna just copy that, and we're gonna search that in on our Auro wallet. So going back to staking, go to staking, and Stake with Jenny, and here we find it. I'm gonna put that, click next, And we're going to be choosing fast because it can take some time to actually get the confirmations to go through. There's advanced where you can adjust the transaction fee and nonce as well. But obviously, if you're not familiar with the fees and the stuff like that in the ecosystem, you obviously have to, you have to look at those numbers up, know what you're basically doing. So just use the no one. So here we have the fee, which is pretty high for the fast one, but it took my like 3 minutes, so I don't want to make this video extra long and show. I just want to show everything in real time. Now it's going to be pending, and basically after the transactions come through, we're going to be participating on the epoch. So current epoch will end in 4 days, so it may be that we're not going to be getting rewards from this epoch, but the next one. Or I might be getting portional rewards from this epoch by participating on this. And this should take some time, as it is currently still pending here. Even though it shows 0.20, it may not be actually costing that much. We're going to be seeing that confirmation a bit later. But in case you want to change your delegation, you can also do that. So let's say I don't want to be with Mina Explorer right now anymore. I want to actually delegate into Carbonara because they're going to be giving me a 3%. So I can choose to delegate here, and I can choose once again fast. Here it's in 0.1 Mina, and I'm going to be proceeding. And now I have basically changed out my delegate, and now we'll be getting also a different level of a percentage. So I'm only paying 2% in fees, and that is a lot of people always confuse this. Like if the staking rewards is stated as 10%, it doesn't mean 2% out of 10. It means 2% of the overall net that you basically make. So your net rewards 2%. So basically nothing. Okay, but that's basically how easy it is done. And obviously these transactions are going to be taking time. At least with the current delegate that I was using. Okay. I was getting these rewards basically on a daily basis. So, sorry, not on a daily basis. Every 3 days, I was basically getting a reward. Okay, these actually transactions here are outdated. So let me show you on the arrow. Here it is pending. And here, by clicking the wallet icon here on the top, you can change the actual address. So here I have all the staking rewards. So here I have one on 28th, 24th, 21st, 70. So every 4 days I'm basically getting staking rewards here, and it obviously varies between each thing, and it seems to be around 0.5 to 0.8 most of the time here. So, and obviously on the Explorer you can see a lot more deeper breakdown of all of these staking rewards and everything that is going down with the block producer. Now every block producer is going to be yielding different types of results, and obviously there's fees involved and everything. And some block producer might hold your earnings for a longer time in case there's an ability for that. But basically that is how you stake and redelegate. Unstaking is not needed because this works like Cardano. So basically when you there's no unstaking process, so I can move all the funds at any point I want. So if I want to sell them now, I just send them to the exchange or whatever, and you can basically so you have your assets are liquid at all times, which is a very good staking system. I really like that model because I don't need to wait 14 days, 28 days to basically get to my rewards and etc. So I can liquidate my stuff at any point I basically desire to. Now I'm going to list a lot of exchanges down below where you can basically acquire Mina right now in case you want to buy it, and obviously that supports my channel for the long run. In case you have any questions about staking process, let me know in the comment section below and I will answer the best of my ability. But as of right now, I believe these two wallets are the only ones where you can basically currently stake your Mina or hold your Mina, but probably in the future we're going to be seeing more wallets enabling that feature, and perhaps there's going to be also multi-coin wallets that are going to be adding Mina to their portfolio later. Thanks for watching. I will be seeing you next time for the next video. Cheers.